What's going on? It's your boy CJ Balla. I'm here to show you what you can consistently sell as a miner. You know, these are these items that you are able to just pick up and then put them on the market. You know, it'll sell eventually. You can go get more, pick up and go. So before I tell you what things to sell, if you like the information and things that I'm giving you, be sure to hit that like button if you want to support the channel, you know, by any means. Just let somebody know what's going on, how they can make some money, put them towards this direction. It's up to you. So let's get on with it. These things that you are able to sell are super easy. You can get them at the lower levels. And the thing about, you know, being a miner is that it really costs you nothing. It's just time, you know, it's just time that you put in. So being a miner, you can get, you know, things as early as level 1, which is crystals. You could always sell crystals. We can go into our gathering log. You could always sell crystals. Crystals are always being consumed. People are always making things, and these are bottom line just reliable. Right now, currently, I've found when the new patch dropped, or the new area, the new content, you know, wind shards are being bought like ridiculously, and you can take, you know, any one of these, but wind shards are definitely booming right now. So when you go into the later stages, we go into the later levels of being a miner, it's relatively, you know, it's relatively like more time consuming. So in the earlier stages of it, it's so much easier. So Illumin's very, you know, very decent selling. It has a decent price, and then you gain a lot, you know, of leveling from farming Illumin, because you're only level 20, and you can use your free company logs and things like that. Your free company, they have scrolls that will help you increase your level and increase your experience, which helps you increase your level, which helps you, you know, reach the later things for, you know, more money opportunities. So next thing, at 21, once you farm from 19, which is what you can get Illumin from, at 21 you'll be able to farm effervescent water. I made a video on effervescent water. Effervescent water sells all the time, sells hella decently, and you can just take it, put on the market, you get, and then once you get to 24, that's safe to put your retainer there at 24, and then just farm effervescent waters and just, you know, dominate that market. That market on Zalera, which is my server, we don't have a lot of people, you know, putting effervescent water, so a lot of people are buying that, just eating that up. And then silver's also very popular. Silver's been popular since the start of the game, and it's just been taken off ever since. It's not too expensive. It fluctuates because a lot of people do you know, gather silver very easily, and you get it from pretty much the same nodes as effervescent water, but I guess silver just is more popular or something like that. But effervescent water, silver, 24 and 25, you can make bank off that. So moving down the line, the crystals are just going super well right now. In the higher, you know, when in the end game, when a lot of people are leveling up their crafts or doing a lot of you know, crafting, when it comes to the higher crafting supply, the supply rate of crystals, you know, needed to go up, and a lot of people are actually filling it in because it's been booming and a lot of people are buying it. So just like the shards, they're up there and they're getting a lot of money going through these. So definitely check it out on your server. Later on, you have Mithril. Mithril is like a really booming. This is always being bought. Mithril will always be bought. Ever since I got to 31, It's like not too many people are selling it, not too many people are are undercutting. It is just flawless when it comes to sticking with the mining aspect. These things are just amazing. I can't even explain how amazing they are, because like every time you can go get some, put on the market, they'll sell, and then upgrading it into, if you have a blacksmith or anything that could make these into the bars, like they definitely will make you money. So as far from along with those, Black Illumin's always good. Black Illumin's been relatively decent. If you're just trying to make quick easy money, definitely just stick with the regular Illumin and you'll be fine. You don't have to go down into Black Illumin. The farther you go down, the more it takes to stick with that class, and the more you gotta put more time into it. And I always try to make it easy for you guys, make some real easy money. The last one I would definitely recommend you keep an eye out on is the Cobalt. Cobalt ore has been selling extremely constant. It never really goes down. The prices on my server have been really decent. But as far as how fast things go, the earlier levels of mining is very lucrative when it comes to time invested. You can go do those things at low level. It doesn't really matter. So let's go over every one of them. So silver right now has been selling for about about 600, anywhere 600 or above. Right here, it's been going for 70, and then high qualities. I don't really count high qualities to the main ones because you can't just farm high quality, just strictly only get high quality. But whenever you get a high quality, or if you just only farm for high quality, put that extra work, you'll definitely make a little bit of get a little bit ahead. But I would definitely just farming the regular ones are fine. High quality is just like a little bonus in my eyes. So Mithril has always been selling constantly. People, usually just buy as much as they need. This is more effective when you're talking about selling. I would rather you guys put them in 20s. I put them in 33s if I'm being very if I'm pushing it. But 20s, set them set to 20s is really decent. If you put them in 99s, people are not gonna buy that. Like, no, out of all that's been bought, only one person's bought 99s, and they were the cheapest. So it's $4.50 a piece, and then they just bought 99 of them. That's because that's a better deal than going through all these. Oh well, you got some of these guys who've been buying what? But no, those are high qualities. Those are outliers. Those are high qualities. See, one guy, it wasn't a deal. It wasn't anything. He just had money to blow. There you go. So there's no harm in actually like using that extra time to make it in 33s. So put it in 33s and you'll be fine. As far as so I don't really go for mithrite to silver. Mithril, effervescent waters sell very well. Just put water. Effervescent water. Like this one, if you see something like this, buy it and resell it. Just buy it and resell it. This is a good deal. That's a good deal. Buy it and resell it. Put on market for regular. So these usually sell for these you can get effervescent water at like 20. It was at 20 in the early 20s. Right here, super decent. And then the other waters aren't. You go farther into it, it's not all that great. So that right there will let you guys know. Go ahead and check those out. It's really good to get in a class really early. You make hella money. The best thing I could say, the number one would have to be shards. People use them day in and day out. The sales history is, you can see it happen pretty much before your eyes. So you can see it. It's already started. It's 6 o'clock in the morning for me on an American server and on North American server. So they've already started like buying those, and you can have your retainers just put these up, and you can just make a little bit here, 30 here, 20 here. And currently on my server, water has been booming even more. This was a couple weeks ago. This was low. This was like 80s and 90s, but now they're selling for 150. Around 150, and people are undercutting very, very decently. So everybody can make their money. And a little pro tip for you guys: sell these in stacks of 300. Sell these in stacks of 300. I promise you they'll sell way faster. It catches the eye way faster. Undercut by one, always undercut by one. Definitely throw those up there. You'll make bank. So thanks so much for jamming out. You guys, please be safe and careful. Have an awesome day. If you like it, remember to leave a comment. Like it if you do, and let people know what's going on. So you guys, please be safe and careful. Have an awesome time. I'll check you guys later.